space for any words you'd like.
It's time for one now. So, on the line now is such a beast. He's not an actual beast, he's a man. He's on the line from China for some inexplicable reason. His name's Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello, John. Thanks for having me on.
Very welcome. What are you doing in China?
Well, I personally, I care a lot about this product, so I decided to come out here and just make sure the factory's doing everything right.
I like it. Okay, good. Right. Well, for those that don't know, and they don't because I haven't told them yet, what is your Kickstarter product?
The product that we launched on Kickstarter is the EverDry sock. It's the all-terrain waterproof sock. So basically, it's to help with people doing outdoor activities such as hiking, fishing, snow sports, anything really that requires dry feet.
Right, I see. And the critics would say, and I'm not one, mind, but critics might say, yeah, but we've got shoes.
Yeah, that is all well and true, but you know, shoes can only go so far.
Well, they go as far as you can walk in them, presumably. I don't. So where does the shoe stop and the sock begin for you, Mike?
I guess it would be at the top of the shoe. Basically, we just want to have you covered really, like, as much as possible. You know, we believe quite strongly in taking care of our troops where we can. So you know, I mean, these are things of the past, such as trench foot and just other stuff where you are subject to muddy conditions and just swampy areas where your feet can get wet. We want to help out as best we can. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, there's nothing, I think there's no one alive that hasn't, with a sock on, stepped in A, a puddle, or B, just gone, I think thinks, oh, I know what I'll do, I'll just nip outside to put a bin out, or like get the washing, or whatever, get something from the car, whatever it might be, and not been asked to put our shoes on, and then the moment we've stepped onto a squelchy mat, we've instantly regretted it. So this could be not just for your army and your all-terrain hikers and your fishers, but for the everyday person, Mike, couldn't it? Who just wants to get something from the car in the rain. Yeah, absolutely. Like that scenario has happened to the best of us. You know, it was a struggle I went through most of my life before I found these socks, and now even I was testing them in the shower, and they work marvelously.
So, I mean, are you allowed to tell us how they work? I mean, if they keep your feet dry in any situation, I know you've got a kind of a water test on the Kickstarter site. Are you allowed to give us the lowdown on how it works, or is it a closely guarded secret?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's no real secret, like, nothing too confidential. But basically, it works with 3 layers. So the outside layer is a nylon polymer blend, just for durability, and the inside layer is the nice warm merino wool. It helps keep your feet dry and helps with away sweat. But the interesting part is in the central layer. It's an intelligent membrane layer where basically it still allows your feet to breathe. It allows sweat to leave your feet, but through its composite materials, it doesn't allow water in. So really, it's quite intelligent.
Yeah. So in terms of, I mean, the question that most people want to know is, it's all very well having socks that are, as you say, EverDry and waterproof and all-terrain, but have you incorporated any technology that stops one of them getting lost in the wash?
I'll tell you what, if someone loses a sock, then they can give me a call and I'll see what I can do for them.
Okay, just as a spare backup sock. If they indeed repel water, though, I mean, how do you wash them?
It's quite simple, really. It's just 40 degrees. Actually, it does wash, but I think when you're drying it, the best way to do it is just turn it inside out.
Yeah, you've literally.
I think on the inside layer is where you really want it to wash deep. So your turn it inside out before popping it in the washing machine, because that's where your feet odor really is.
Yeah. When you road tested this idea, did you have to sort of road test it on a number of different? Because every foot's different, isn't it? And I wonder, if you sort of literally road tested it on a number of different feet, because some feet do sweat more than others.
Yeah, absolutely. The first test was me hopping in the shower with it just to make sure it actually worked. Yeah. But then afterwards, I've had people, multiple, friends and people just reaching out who've asked to use it. A friend of mine went to the Great Wall of China with it, and he went hiking there, and he said it was great. Yeah. And have you had the missus try them on, and she enjoys wearing them on those cold nights?
Sex sock. It is, which could well be for the future. I'm just saying. Anyway, Cass, the producer, is shaking her head at me in a "shut your face, John" sort of a way. So, how much do you need? How much? Where are you in your Kickstarter?
Well, right now we're looking to raise £20,000. It seems quite high, but that's mainly to fund our first batch of production, really. Yeah. The factory that's gonna have to make it. They need to make it to the right specifications, and they have their minimums. So really, the capital will be used to bring it into the world. So once the packaging is done and shipping, that's the number we're going to need to bring this into reality.
Are you going to expand it beyond the sock?
Yeah, we're looking into other technologies. We're looking into expanding into gloves, and then long term we'll be doing outerwear, like coats and jackets. Because of course, a coat should keep you dry.
Yeah, dry. It could be good. You should get the brand in there. It could be, not so much now, but it could come back. It's like the onesie was quite fashionable, wasn't it, at one point? Amongst idiots. And I wonder if you could combine it. You have a onesie that just covers up everything, so there's just no bit of you will get wet. In a manner of speaking.
I think that's the dream, really. Yeah. Wouldn't you want to be in a waterproof onesie? Yeah. I think might have some sleeping bag companies and companies lobbying against it, but hey ho, let's do it.
Yeah, I think. Well, look, I wish you all the best with it, of course. So remind us where we will find it should we wish to go and... how much, by the way, good question. How much would a pair of socks cost me when they're ready to go?
Currently, on Kickstarter, you can get it from as little as £19. Yep. So we have our super early bird special. We also have another £19, and that's for the first 100 buyers. And then we also have a second lot of 100 pairs for, again, £19. But the second 100 pairs, those are reserved especially for our servicemen special. So basically that's for people that are either serving our country or buying for someone who's doing that, because we really, like I mentioned before, we really do want to support our troops in whatever little way we can. So and that's our way of just giving back. They've given us so much. And if we can get that even as small as a discount, we want to do.
No, I think you're right. It's a fair exchange, isn't it? Fighting a war, a foreign war in a foreign distant land to keep us safe from ISIS, repaid with some socks. I think that's fair. I've got one final question, which I know is the one that everyone listening wants to know the answer to. Is, do they make good sock puppets?
They make the best.
There we go. That is Mike. He's in China, overseeing the manufacture of EverDry socks. They're an all-terrain waterproof sock. You will find it on Kickstarter. Mike, what do we search for? EverDry.
You just type in EverDry, EverDry, and it's first thing that comes up. You can also find us on Facebook at EverDry Socks.
There you go. Right, Mike, thanks very much. If you've got a Kickstarter that you'd like us to give an on-air kick up the arse to, then simply get in touch. You can come on the radio. You can, I guess you can text us, 87222. Start your message with the word talk. Or you can tweet us on Twitter, @talkRADIO.
Start your message with any word you like.